We have had to make an adjustment here at the Voice of College Football to our annual Top 10 Bowl Games. It's now the Top 10 Meaningless Bowl Games, or they're all meaningless, so do with it what you will. Please subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications to know when we go live. Best discussion, debate, and analysis based on your participation. At number 10 in our 10 best bowl games, Pinstripe Bowl, Yankee Stadium. Rutgers held off Miami 31-24. Canes led it in the second half briefly. Rutgers came back. Kyle Monangai, the Big Ten rushing leader, ran for 163 against the Canes as Rutgers finished with its first winning season since 2014, first bowl victory since 2014. The Canes have lost 5 consecutive postseason games, 1-11 in its last 12 bowl games. At number 9 on our list, we go to the Tax Act Texas Bowl. Oklahoma State taking on Texas A&M. Third-string Aggie quarterback Marcel Reed threw for 361 yards, led the Aggies back from a 24-6 deficit, but came up short. Ollie Gordon ran for 116 yards. Alan Bowman, 18th-year veteran quarterback there at Oklahoma State, threw for 402 yards as the Cowboys held off the Aggies 31-23 and completed that season at 10-4. Barstool Sports, welcome to bowl season. I believe you took over ownership of a bowl game 3-4 years ago, something like that, the Arizona Bowl, and you got a good one in 2023 as Wyoming defeated Toledo, not necessarily a scoring fest, but 16-15 as Craig Bohl was sent into retirement with a fine comeback win by the Cowboys as they put together 73 and 87-yard drives in the fourth quarter to win it, again, by 1 point. And if you were not enamored with the actual football on the field, it was a quite bizarre broadcast. Amusing to many, I'm sure. To me at times. Just, again, a bizarre broadcast by Barstool Sports. We would expect no less at number 8 on our list of top 10 bowl games. Because of the Cowboys and the Rockets, yes. But Barstool Sports also made it interesting. 16-15 Wyoming. Our 7th best of the bowl season goes to the Valero Alamo Bowl as the Wildcats of Arizona scored 17 consecutive points to close out Oklahoma 38-24. The Sooners were 13 yards away from the goal line and a 3-score lead when the Wildcats got a 87-yard scoop and score en route to the comeback win as Jed Fish and the Wildcats finished at 10-3. Rich Rodriguez and the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State make its mark on the bowl season with a first-ever bowl win in FBS play, defeating Louisiana in overtime at the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Rich Rod and his crew needed a 4th down touchdown pass with 1:46 left and a walk-off field goal in overtime to get the job done for Jacksonville State's first ever FBS Bowl win. Once the Bahamas Bowl, we go to number 5 on our list and the now famous Toastery Bowl, the first ever, as Old Dominion led Western Kentucky 28-0. But the Hilltoppers with Caden Veltkamp at quarterback, 5 touchdown passes came all the way back with a walk-off field goal to defeat Old Dominion. And so the famous Toastery Bowl at number 5. Big Ten and the SEC got together at the ReliaQuest Bowl, and LSU came back from 2 scores down twice to defeat Wisconsin 35-31. Tanner Mordecai, 3 touchdown passes, 378 yards in his best game in his short Wisconsin career, but it was Garrett Nussmeier in the clutch. Final drive of the game, 395 yards passing in the game-winning touchdown with 3 minutes left. And LSU closed it down despite all that awful defense from the Bayou Bengals this season with 3 consecutive sacks to win the game. Again, at number 4 on our list, LSU over Wisconsin, 35-31. 5 turnovers, 4 touchdowns, 5 lead changes just in the fourth quarter. Clemson outlasts Kentucky 38-35 at the Tech Slayer Gator Bowl. Phil Maffa scored 4 touchdowns, the last one with 17 seconds left to play, as Clemson moved to 9-4 and gave us a heck of a performance at the Gator Bowl. For any of us who have suffered through the 10 years of the college football playoff, this is an unbelievable accomplishment. The 2 best bowl games out of 41, both at the college football playoff. Not just because they were the 2 most important games, but also just flat out the 2 best games. At number 2 on our list, at the Sugar Bowl, Texas, Washington, Huskies win it 37-31. Michael Penix was brilliant, 430 yards passing. Texas, though, took it down the field 56 yards in the final 45 seconds. Took 4 shots from the 12-yard line, could not get it in the end zone. And Washington survives to go to the national championship game with its first shot at a national title since 1991. At number 2 on our list, Sugar. 2 titans of the sport. One, the gold standard of college football. One, trying to reclaim past glory. They go to the Rose Bowl and turn in a classic. Going to overtime, Michigan, the better team, wins over Alabama 27-20. Wolverines control the first half. They should have led by more than just 3 points. Bama comes back, plays a better second half. The defense took charge. Held Michigan to just 45 yards until the final drive of the game. J.J. McCarthy engineered it, including a 4th and 2 pickup, courtesy Blake Corum out of the backfield. Roman Wilson with a key catch late and the game-time touchdown. Then, of course, in overtime, Blake Corum from 21 yards out and the goal line stand from the maize and blue. Michigan defeats Alabama in a game for the ages. That's our top 10 bowl games for 2023-24. Leave your list down below right here at the Voice of College Football.